Hey guys, I had twins 7 years ago, and giving birth to twins is not what it looks like in movies. So, previous pregnancies. Let's start there. Previous pregnancies, like okay, my first pregnancy, I was like, yeah, I got a plan. I want to do it naturally. I want to do this. I want to do that. Did it transpire that way? No, no. I put 21-year-old me. I was just like, yeah, I've got a plan. It's gonna, no. No, it did not go as planned. Okay. The pain, I was even saying I was not going to get any pain medicine. I'm going to go natural. Natural. Yeah, nah. It did not. As for the epidural, when the pain kicked in, I was like, yeah. Please give me the epidural. I want the epidural. It was pain before I got the epidural. I think, yeah, it was before I got the epidural. The pain was excruciating to the point where my husband was trying to be like, supportive and stuff. And I'm like, don't touch me. I don't want you to touch me. I went and locked myself in the toilet and sat on the floor of the toilet because the pain was a lot. I was just like, leave me alone. Literally, I was like, leave me alone. I sat in the toilet until I got the epidural, then I rested. But that pain was just mad. First pregnancy, I ended up with an emergency C-section because my daughter's head got stuck in my pelvis. So natural pregnancy was out the window. Second one, I tried to plan for that one, but I thought, you know what? I'm probably gonna end up with a. I don't know how I called it. I was like, I'm probably gonna end up with a C-section because the first one I tried with that one and I ended up with a C-section. So what are the chances of me having a plan or a natural birth? And at the same time, because I had a C-section before, I was worried that if I try to push, according to my research, your thing can rupture is 50-50. Some people have pushed babies after C-sections and they were fine. But for me, I was shook. I was like, what if my C-section ruptures? Then what? So I elected for it, and they gave me and I was given a C-section for my second pregnancy. The twins, there was no plan for the twins. I let it to God. I was like, you know what? You gave me these babies. You would deliver them safely, whichever way it goes. But I knew 100% out. There's no way I'm pushing these babies. There's no way I'm having a natural birth. I knew that much. Okay, so I was like, you know what? We'll just go with the flow, go with what the doctors say, and we'll get there. So I did not have a plan for the twins, and obviously we ended up with an emergency C-section. What the specialist said is that they had to do emergency C-section because the boy twin wasn't putting on weight, and there was, I think, the amniotic fluid as well, it was going low. So they were like, we need to get them out. We don't want to risk him being in there longer than he needs to be. We need to get him out. And this was all in one day. I literally went hospital for a routine appointment, and when they checked, the fluid was low. And from the last appointment I had, he hadn't put on weight. So they told me, oh, you need to see a specialist. And then the specialist decided we need to take the baby out. As soon as I was like, hold up. I was like, wait a minute. Wait. What do you mean? They were like, yeah, they know the baby's not putting on weight. The liquid is going down. The amniotic fluid is going down. So we need to get the baby out. And I was like, can't we wait for a few? Because they were not full time yet. At this point, their lungs are not fully developed. So I was like, can we wait for a few weeks or a week or something? They were like, no, we can't wait. So they ended up saying, literally the next day, they were like, you have to come in, do C-section. Something in the next day. They're like, yep, you have to come in. So I went, I was crying. I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen? The baby's lungs are not fully formed. What's going to, everything was running in my mind, just worried. So we had to go home, try to prepare. I think I had prepared my hospital bag. Thankfully, I had prepared my hospital bag. It was ready. Because we were advised between pregnancies, anything can happen at whatever time. So it's best to be ready. So I had my bag ready. So we went in the next day, and yeah, I had emergency session. They were delivered, and I literally thinking, okay, are they okay? At first, they did not cry. And I was like, one day crying, one day crying. And I was just like, one day crying. So thankfully they started crying, and I was like, okay. Now I did not see them. They literally was risked. They were taken straight away to, antenatal, and they were put in incubators and they put wires on them and all that jazz. And I was like, I didn't see them, what's going on? I was, okay. That was unexpected. So, after that, they were taken to incubators and stop it. So then I was taken to the ward to recover and stuff like that. Oh my God, Mabel, stop. So after a few hours, me being on the ward, I was allowed to, my partner, they brought a wheelchair. Actually, before that, my partner had gone to see them and I was like, are they okay? And all this stuff. So they said, he said, yeah, they're fine and stuff like that. So took me in the wheelchair to go see them because I couldn't walk because of the C-section. So when I got there, the nurse was like, yeah, they're okay, but just be aware. They're not going to look. So they were not going to look as normal babies because they had wires and stuff on them. So I was like, okay. So went in, I had Bella first. Okay. And Bella was fine. This relieving is hard, going through what they went through and what we went through their pregnancy is hard to relieve. But hi, yeah.
How did you know?
Because I saw you. I saw you.
Are you calling me? Are you calling me?
No. Am I recording you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So your friend's gonna see.
Maybe.
I wanna look cute.
You look cute though. So, it's the wires and stuff, how they look. That's what was difficult for me. But, they came through, as you see. He's okay. They're both okay. They didn't have any side effect. I mean, Uriah had after he was born and we got home and stuff, he had this wheezing thing that he would wheeze every time he would breathe. So we went to hospital, saw a specialist. They diagnosed him with something called laryngomalacia. It's where your windpipe is. There's a skin that flaps. So that skin shouldn't be there. It should, it shouldn't be there. So because he was prem, it didn't develop properly. And they were like, by the time he's 3, it should be, it would have grown and blah, blah, blah. So during that period of his lungs, his windpipe growing, when he would get a cold, it would really be bad. He wouldn't be able to breathe. He would have to take him hospital. They would admit him. He'll be in nebulizers and, oxygen and stuff like that to get him well enough to go home. So it was a whole thing, Uriah especially, he went through, he was the one who stayed in hospital a little bit longer, and he was the small one who was 4 pounds. So he went through it, bless him, but he came out. Right now he only wheezes when he has a cold, but we haven't been admitted to hospital in about a year or 2 or something like that. So thank you, Jesus. But yeah, all in all, twin deliveries are not the easiest, but we get through it. So hi. So if this helped you, please like, follow and subscribe.